My name is Meredith Adame. I'm an anthropology major at UCLA, and I'll be taking you through my 3-week experience at the Green Fort Archaeology Project. The Green Fort is located in a town called Sligo in northwestern Ireland, which I attended through the Atlantic Technological University. The Green Fort is a 17th century earthwork artillery fortification. Its elevated position made it an ideal site for defense. It was most likely constructed in 1599 during the 9 Years' War. Since this was the first year of excavation on the site, our main goals were to establish the nature of activities within the fort related to the 17th century military occupation, and to promote the town's military history and its contribution to the development of Sligo. With several historical documents to center our research, the team expected to find remains of weaponry, ceramics, glassware, and ecofacts. We had no specific research question, but wanted to discover more about the everyday lives of the soldiers that occupied the fort, and better define the time periods it was in use. The Green Fort serves not only as a cultural heritage site, but as a location for young students and locals to learn and express pride in their town's history. The general public is also very familiar with the Green Fort through urban legends and fairy tales from their childhood. Folklore surrounding the site tells of fairies wisping away those who fall asleep on the wishing stone, a prominent feature on the site. We were excited to uncover any new information or evidence that confirms the existing historical records. Our research questioned the origin of the Green Fort, its role in Sligo's military history, the possible buildings and structures present on the site, and its locational value compared to other bastion forts. The results of the excavation developed a better understanding of the 17th century military lifestyle and war tactics and narrowed down the possible dates of occupation. These discoveries give deeper understanding to wartime history and migration patterns in Ireland. We ended up with over 1,000 finds at the end of our excavation. Most lined up with our predictions, but there were some unique and unexpected finds, such as a rare writing stylus, several glazed ceramics with designs, copper buttons, and pins. These were considered unique finds because their dating strays from the historical documentation of the site. Something that surprised me was the great support and involvement from the locals. There is so much pride and advocacy for historical sites such as this one. Witnessing and experiencing that firsthand refueled my passion for history and conservation, as things are much different here in the US. Living and working abroad was an amazing opportunity. Being able to lead my own research while working alongside an intelligent group of individuals was both liberating and humbling. While I was finally able to work on a real archaeological site, it was a bit difficult trying to prioritize my responsibilities on such a large project. At the same time, new strata and artifacts are constantly being discovered, so our theories kept changing by the minute. Although it was frustrating, I had a great team and we learned how to communicate our findings and hypotheses with one another. While the constant shift in data was quite frustrating, it taught me how to be more flexible with my thinking. In the field, you can be so confident in a theory and want to push that narrative for as long as you can, only for a new discovery to completely upend it.
Because I could just imagine like the battle scenes going on here. I was really excited to find some myself.
My experience abroad taught me the value of communication and collaboration. I had some great conversations and truly connected with some of our community volunteers. Some even shared the history and folk tales of the surrounding area, which really helped our team's research and interpretations of the strata within our trench. Patrick, a volunteer I spoke with, told me the story of Glencar Cave and how the IRA used it as a hideout during the Irish War of Independence. He explained so many interesting details about the Glencar district to me, and it was so lovely to be able to connect with him. I may have never learned about the surrounding districts or progressed in my research without initiating conversation. I initially went into this program focused on the research and more physical aspects of fieldwork. But in the field, I learned the importance of public outreach and community engagement. Having little to no experience in the field of archaeology, I assumed fieldwork would consist of tasks like digging, troweling, measuring, lab work, etc., which it does, but there are many more aspects that go unnoticed. On top of being research and science focused, archaeology is a social career that involves networking and public engagement. And I think that socialization, that human connection, is what really cemented my decision in pursuing archaeology. While I'm not usually the extroverted type, this program gave me the courage to ask questions and share my own experiences with others. I feel confident and excited to follow my academic and professional dreams in this field, knowing that it perfectly combines my interest in science, culture, and meaningful human connection. I am so grateful for this opportunity, the knowledge it gave me, and most importantly, the people I was able to connect so deeply with in just a short month. I want to give a huge shout out to Ms. Vera Campbell for making this all possible through your generosity and support, along with the entire IFR team. Thank you so much for this opportunity.